Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 battle. This is part of the Chaos Tourney, so potluck map, potluck armies, geographic and date filters turned off. I've rolled the Lysimachids, one of the successor armies after Alexander, against Blagrot's Spartans. We don't quite line up in timeline, but it's closer than most Chaos Tourney matches. So, the Spartan army is well past its prime at this point, but it does still field some units of veteran hoplites, which consist of, at this point, mostly the perioikoi, which were not citizens but residents of Laconia who were not slaves, unlike the majority of the population of the Helots, and a few Spartan citizens as officers, file leaders, etc. Otherwise, you got your standard hoplite units, Thuriophoroi, terrible cavalry wing, and a very solid light wing if you want some, including the Yuzonoi, which have 50% swordsman capability. So very tough for skirmishers, also very expensive for skirmishers. The Lysimachid list is a pretty standard successor army. You got elephants, you got lancers, and lots of nice expensive cavalry if you want it. Phalanxes, hoplites, a pretty solid medium line, Thuriophoroi and Thracians, and a decent enough lights line. So this is probably going to be something of an infantry slugging match. And the question is, should I even bother putting any more points into cavalry? Or should I go all in on the phalanx? Let's see. Well, this is certainly country for medium foot here. Okay. Then I guess we're going to get a big freaking line of pikemen, which I don't normally like to do because they're expensive. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll grab pike phalanx, pike phalanx, and pike phalanx. Oh no, I need them, even though they're hideously expensive. I do need them. Okay. Citizen hoplites. The only thing that mercenary hoplites get you in comparison is maneuverability, but for center of battle line troops, I don't generally consider that worth 6 more points. Then what? Mercenary hoplites? Maybe. I suppose they're affordable. Okay. Mercenary hoplites, war elephants. Then we want light javelin horse on the wing. And I probably should get some skirmishers to screen the army. 100 points remaining. Archers to screen the elephants. 44 points remaining. Thuriophoroi, maybe. Armored cavalry, why not? A second unit of cavalry. Okay, 2 more generals to add. Well, for one thing, let's shift that command over. And is that commander-in-chief? Okay, so our extremely cunning strategy is to trundle forward and smash into him with our pike phalanx and hope to win. Maybe we'll also attempt some cavalry maneuvering, but with only 2 units, it's not likely to amount to much. The Thracians, if they're facing inferior enemies, can push forward. If not, they can hold this hill and rough and just stay defensive. Okay, force comp and deployment. Lots of hoplites. I should be able to take them on one-on-one, the difficulty is the numbers. Not to mention the huge wing of lights. Okay, we are not yet within close shot. So, we can certainly seize this height. We're going to need every little bit of superiority we can drag out with our lights here. And let's see. Good, we've got our mediums lined up against the rough. I might shift my lights over to the main light infantry battle. Push out with our horse. Lancers to secure the wing. Otherwise, trundle straight ahead. We want to seize this hill, or at least not be fighting downhill. Interesting in seeing how this turns out. These phalanxes are really much better than at least the average hoplites one-on-one. The superior ones can do okay. The problem is the phalanx will lose POA as it takes casualties, and the larger number of bases that he has available could lead to bad things with flanking, and phalanxes really don't do well with that. Next turn. Even brought along some of the Yuzanoi. Height 150 and 0, height 75, 225. Okay, if I go here, no, damn. It's not enough height there. So do I want height advantage or a full arc of shooting is the question. That was useless. Ugh. Okay, whatever. We're going to lose the skirmish and we just have to plow ahead and hope for the best. We'll be fighting at least partially downhill. That's something. Next turn. That could have gone worse. Okay. Maybe I do want to general up on one of these medium units here to face off against the Thuriophodoi. Charge. Nope. So we can try to outflank, but we're going to take a lot of fire doing so. It's going to be a pretty straightforward affair. Bye, guys. It's nice knowing you. Alright, lock them in. And here we go. So it's slightly unfortunate for the citizen hoplites, but they're just going to have to live with it. Okay, in the meantime, we can face the armored cavalry with Resistofodoi. Charge. Great. Set up the flank attack. Wonderful. And our own armored cavalry can do what? I think try to flank wide and try to distract one or two of these citizen hoplites units. Alright. None of this matters, but I guess we'll pretend. Great. Okay. Next turn, contact all along the line. Next turn. Yeah, that's what I get. That could get very unfortunate when the elephants break. It might have a ripple effect. So, in other words, we need to hurry up. I could do this and try to support with my pike phalanx. It's kind of risky. Let's consider. Let's try to get all the way behind. It'll take him time to move flankers here, so I think it's worth the risk. And we can just cascade down. Ugh. Okay, great. And hopefully stop our elephants from routing. And we gotta get a move on. Lock them in, throw in a volley of arrows. Veteran hoplites are not going to break easy. Ouch. Follow up? No. Well, I could stick around and try to do some fancy flanking maneuver, but I don't think I have time for that. I think we just need to get stuck in. Yeah, and this unit just needs to hold in place, so he has to charge it to break the zone of control lock, and that'll allow me to do some ugly things. This cavalry unit can attempt to at least threaten to get behind. He'll have to peel units off to counter. First blood to the enemy. There we are, contact along the whole line. Next turn. They're just gonna have to hold on as long as they can. Do we bounce? Yep, it's not so bad. Ugh, we might disrupt here. Nope. Good. Oh, that's very bad. Hello. Good, we push them downhill, which gives us an extra 25 POA. Okay. General up here. So here we're just preventing this phalanx from getting flanked. So we'll just have to sit here. It's kind of a waste of points, but it is what it is. Damn. Oh no. That means a bad thing is going to happen here. Every time we push them back here, that was lucky. Every time we push them back along this hill, we gain 25 POA. Alright, let's do the bad thing. Held firm. What about this bad thing? Ooh, alright. Too bad, but really none of this matters at all. Alright, get stuck in or else you're just going to get shot at more. Go for impact. Fragged. Good. Do we dare? Why not? Well, at least we held firm. Oh, very bad, very bad. Switch command to here because I think even generaled up, disrupted. It's hopeless for them. How unfortunate. Yeah, hard to tell how this is gonna go. We have some good spots, we have some bad spots. Next turn. Yeah, how badly does that go? Not the best. Mistakes were made. Very nice. Might give us a chance. Oh, hello. Good. What does that do for us? Nothing. Damn it. What about here? Oh, nothing again. Go for a break. They hold firm. How annoying. Can set up a flank for next time. Ah. It's a problem with heavy weapon troops. They're not shock infantry. I think I want to, let's see, citizen hoplites, mercenary hoplites. I want to work on progress in the center here. And slam into these guys. Held firm. Heavy infantry. I just have to grind them down, which is not how I want to be doing things. Good. Okay. This is awkward. So I can pin this unit and then he'll just charge here and then threaten the flank. So I might need to square up here, unfortunately. Otherwise, if I stay like this, he can charge and then charge anyway. So, yep, square up. It's always a bad sign when you're having to do that, because I exert no zone of control and pretty much aren't doing anything with a really spendy unit. Okay, that gives us a chance. We're gonna turn. We're gonna lose here, but it's okay. Yeah, we need these central breakthroughs to happen more quickly so we can rescue the flanks where things are not going so well. Next turn. Blograt said that he missed that I'd formed square. I don't remember that unit being disrupted. Huh. Might have to go back in the recording and check and see if that was the case. I know the game just patched, so I wonder if that might have caused some kind of weirdness. I'm very confused. I think there is some weirdness going on. I'll check later, but I feel like there's units that are in locations they weren't in before. Could just be making that up, though. I haven't played in a little bit. For example, I thought I had moved my commander off that unit. It's very weird. I don't know, I'm very suspicious now. You know what? Had it with that. Okay, let's get ready to flank. Here we'll accept. Oh no. No command and control because they just charged. Okay. Lock them in so you have to charge us to break the zone of control lock. You're screwed, so I don't know. Swing some stones. Let's keep these light javelin men from adding to the targeting of our elephants. Okay, well hopefully the game is gonna stop being so damned weird. Okay, yep, he's doing the bounce so that he can charge it. At least we fragged him. The question is, how does this affect our phalanx's cohesion? Good. Do we double drop to route? Not quite. They'll break next turn for sure. Too bad. Do we disrupt? No. What does that do for us? A disruption? Good. A shame. Well, first off, let's scatter these light javelin men. Yeah, don't know about that, guys. I could either run these guys down and probably catch them, or I could move here in order to disorder this enemy cavalry unit, which is winning, so I'm going to accept the possibility of getting disrupted by missile fire in order to gain that advantage. Totally worth it. And a real shame for him that he misclicked. I know the feeling. It's not a good one. We'll charge here. I suppose I could go for the auto drop, but why bother? We're going to win that fight. They are uphill and veteran, but we have a largely intact veteran pike phalanx, so it shouldn't be a problem. Good. And let's get the auto drop, leave nothing to chance. They hold firm, not surprising. Okay, let's get these archers away from the massive lights coming to murder them. Go for the freak general kill, you never know. Yeah, I guess you do know. Turnabout. This will start creaking towards a flanking position here. And let's get command on the pikemen and additional pikemen to engage here. Let's just turn and threaten flanks. Hopefully we don't disrupt here. Good. And assuming no rallies, that's a win. So a weird bug from the patch, the chats all got switched. So my chats here are actually his chats and vice versa. So it's also showing the end turn from his perspective. So it's going to say that I lost, but actually I won. It's all a little bit confusing, just like this whole game has been. So yes, victory. Huzzah. Huzzah. Uh, so what happened here? Interesting matchup. He had the potential to get more bases of units. My phalanxes are great and can steamroll hoplites head on, but are 72 points for even the basic ones, whereas even veteran hoplites are 60 points. Blackrot spent a lot of points on skirmishers. I think, well, one, I'm not sure if that's a great idea in this matchup because my army is so based on heavy infantry that can sustain missile casualties and not really care for a while. But also, I think he'd have been better off putting some of these missile units on the right flank once he saw that that's where my cavalry was, because my cavalry was able to zone his infantry and slow it down and repulse charges and gradually fall back, whereas if they had been disrupted by missile fire, they would have fragged pretty soon after and then been driven out of the way. That could have opened up potential flank attacks on my infantry line here. And, you know, I was always going to win the main fight in a head-on battle of phalanxes against hoplites. The danger is always going to be on the wings. That's why I was kind of not pleased when the weird bug with the patch made things different on both flanks. But in the end, it doesn't seem to have really affected the course of the battle one way or another, so that's lucky. So, yeah, it's tough to bring a hoplite army against phalangites, and I was kind of tempted to join the mirror match section of the Chaos Tourney, but that's fewer combinations overall, and I think I just wanted to enjoy more different matches of the weirdness of the Chaos Tourney. Although this ended up being pretty conventional, of Hellenistic versus classical. Not too far off, although the timelines didn't quite overlap. So, despite the weird bugginess, a good game to Blackrot. And until next time.